July is Disability Pride Month, and the Over the Rhine International Festival is celebrating with a screening of The Remarkable Life of Evelyn. It is just an inspiring film telling the story of a gamer with Duchenne muscular dystrophy who helped make a very positive impact on the lives of other gamers. And here to tell us much more about this, TT Festenstein. I want to make sure that I get it right. Or excuse me, Rob Festenstein, as well as TT Sternenzi.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here with us today.
Glad to be here.
Talk to me a little bit about TT, if you can. Tell me a little bit more about what we can expect from the film screening that's going to happen, I believe, next week.
Yes, that screening is going to be next Wednesday, the 24th at 6:30 at the Kenwood Theater. We're going to be in multiple theaters that night screening the same film, which is really exciting because we wanted to make sure we had the opportunity to get in front of the largest audience possible. I was fortunate enough to see this film at Sundance earlier this year, which is where Netflix picked it up. It's a remarkable film, which again is why remarkable is in the title. But it's such a powerful story because again, you get someone who is part of, again, the disability community, but also finds a way to really have an amazing impact on a larger community of gamers and people around the world.
I want to hear more about this, but Rob, I want to bring you in. Talk to us a little bit about what next week is all about in celebrating people with disabilities.
Thank you. Independence Alliance will be hosting 2 programs in the coming weeks for Disability Pride Month. Next Wednesday at 1 p.m. at the Walnut Hills Library will be an open town hall meeting with policymakers who are directly involved at the state and local level in making policies that affect people with disabilities. And on the 27th, we will be hosting a very special program called Nothing About Us Without Us from 12 to 4 p.m. at the brand new Deer Park Library in Deer Park, of course. And it will be a celebration of disability pride, including special art, an open mic event, and it is completely open to the public, anyone who wishes to come.
And when we say disability pride, we mean pride in people who have disabilities, correct?
Yes.
And TT, talk to me a little bit about why this particular film was picked up. Obviously, it focuses on this gamer with Duchenne's, and we've been touched by many people here locally in this greater Cincinnati area with Duchenne's, but why was this film so special?
This film really just hit me hard when I saw it at Sundance because again, it was an interesting story. It's a documentary, and we generally get a lot of documentaries that focus on the disability community, but what I felt that this did is, again, with opening it up for the gaming community as well, there's half of the film that actually takes place in a gaming world, in a gaming reality, which gives you a chance to sort of see and imagine someone with a disability as they might see themselves being able to be active and integrated into a larger world. And it's, again, it's an incredibly beautiful film just to look at. But again, the impact that he has in that community is even more special.
What do you all, Rob, maybe this is for you, what do you want people to take away from this week, next week?
I think the biggest message we want people to hear is that people with disabilities lead full and inclusive lives in the community, are no different from you and I, and that not every disability is visible, and that there are many disabilities out there, and we should have a world where there are no barriers to people with disabilities being successful.
Well, Rob and TT, thank you for just scratching the surface of this issue and what you all are tackling next week. I tried to look up the trailer online. There's not a ton out there online yet about this film, but hopefully there will be, and certainly you can see it next week. Again, the film screening is happening. It's next Wednesday, July 24th at the Kenwood Theater. You can get tickets at otrfilmfest.org. Again, it's otrfilmfest.org. And you can find more information about Disability Pride at disabilitypridecincy.org. Again, I know that's a lot of information. We'll also have it on our website, WLWT.com. Thank you both again for being here and for all that you're doing in our community.